Have you ever stopped to think how much money in dollars you might be missing out on every day, simply because you don't know about certain websites on the internet? It may seem like an exaggeration, but it's not. The truth is that while many people still believe that making money online depends on luck, high investment, or complicated things like trading or advanced marketing, there's another reality happening in silence. A reality where ordinary people, with a cell phone or a simple computer, are accessing little-known platforms and being paid in dollars for tasks that, often, they already know how to do. And here's the most important point. These opportunities aren't hidden because they're difficult to find. They're hidden because almost no one talks about them. Have you ever experienced this? That feeling of seeing someone making money online and thinking, how did that person figure this out before everyone else? Well, most of the time, it's not because the person is smarter or luckier. It's simply because they had access to the right information at the right time and decided to act. Now imagine this scenario. You're living in Brazil, with the real devalued, and you start receiving payments in dollars. Even if it seems like a small amount abroad, here, it can make an enormous difference. It can pay bills, become a consistent extra income, or even the beginning of something bigger. This isn't theory, it's already happening. Right now, as you watch this video, what you're about to discover might surprise you, because we're not talking about the well-worn methods everyone already knows. It's not about YouTube, it's not about affiliate marketing, it's not about building a complex business from scratch. We're talking about little-known, easy-to-use websites that, in 2026, will still be paying ordinary people in dollars, often without requiring experience, without requiring fluent English, and, most importantly, without requiring initial investment. And perhaps the craziest part of all this is that some of these opportunities can be started today, right now. But there's a detail that almost no one tells you. It's not enough to just know about these websites. There's a huge difference between those who try and earn nothing and those who understand how to use these platforms strategically to actually generate money online. And that's exactly where many people get lost. Stick with me until the end, because what you're about to see isn't just a random list of websites. It's a new way of looking at money on the internet. A simpler, more direct way, and much more accessible than it seems. Now, before I show you which websites these are and how you can get started, you need to understand one fundamental thing that completely changes the game when it comes to earning dollars while living in Brazil. By when you understand this point, everything starts to make more sense. It's not just about earning in dollars. It's about realizing that there are opportunities happening right now, accessible real land, that many people simply ignore them. And maybe you're starting to see that for the first time. And let me tell you something completely honestly. If this topic makes sense to you, if at any point you thought, man, I needed to hear this before, then it's really worth it for you to participate here with me. Truly, if this type of content helps you open your mind, see new possibilities for making money online, and build a stronger financial mindset, please like this video. It may seem simple, but it shows the platform that this content needs to reach more people who are also stuck with the same doubts you once had. And more than that, comment below. It can be a question, it can be something you've already tried and didn't work. It can even be a, I never thought of that. Your experience matters. When you comment, you not only help me better understand what you need, but you also create a space where other people can learn from you. This transforms the video into something much bigger than just information. It becomes a real exchange. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. People who, like you, are looking for a way to go beyond the basics, to understand how to make money work smarter, even starting from scratch. And if you want to continue receiving this type of content, direct, practical, and focused on real financial growth, subscribe to the channel now. Because the next videos will delve even deeper into this, showing paths that most people simply don't see. Now, getting back to the game changer, before I show you the little-known websites that pay in dollars, you need to understand why these opportunities exist and why they continue to go unnoticed by most people. Now, I want to delve even deeper into this subject, because here begins one of the biggest turning points that almost no one notices. There's a hidden truth behind online money that completely changes how you see these opportunities. Most people believe they need to master everything, learn complex strategies, invest money, or wait for the perfect moment. When, in practice, what really defines who wins and who doesn't is in the simple decisions made behind the scenes. And this has much more to do with mindset than with technique. While many people spend months consuming content, studying, trying to understand the best method, other people are simply starting out, making mistakes, adjusting, testing, but mainly, taking action. And it is on this imperfect journey that the money starts to appear. Not because they discovered something magical, but because they left the theory and got into the game. The impact of this is enormous. Because when you realize that there are little-known websites paying in dollars for accessible tasks, you understand that it's no longer about a lack of opportunity. It's about perception, about seeing what has always been there, but for some reason went unnoticed. And maybe this is affecting you a little now. Maybe it even gives you a strange feeling, like I could have started sooner. but at the same time, it also opens up a new possibility. To start now, with a different, clearer, more strategic vision, because in the end, it's not about luck. It's about accessing the right revelations and making a simple decision to test. Comment below, does this make sense to me? Now, I want to delve even deeper into this subject. Because what you're going to discover here isn't just about websites that pay in dollars, it's about how small, strategic actions can create real transformations in your financial life. Many people enter the world of online money with high expectations, hoping for instant results, but end up getting lost in generic promises, complicated methods, or formulas that seem to work only for others. The truth is, there's a different, less obvious, but extremely powerful path that begins precisely with understanding the value of each decision you make now, behind the scenes of your daily routine. Every click, every test, every attempt to use these platforms is part of a learning journey that many ignore. The impact of this goes far beyond what appears on the screen. It's a matter of mindset, of realizing that real opportunities don't shout for attention, they whisper, waiting for you to have the curiosity and courage to act. Transformation doesn't happen just when you discover the right website, but when you internalize that consistency and strategy are as important as the opportunity itself. And this affects how you view money, the internet, and even your own skills. Because, ultimately, we're not talking about an inaccessible secret, but something anyone can explore as long as they're willing to observe what others don't see, to step outside their comfort zone, and to make smart decisions, even if they seem small. It's these decisions that, accumulated, create real, measurable results that are reflected not only in your dollar account, but in your confidence, your personal growth, and how you perceive the digital world. And here's an important point. Your participation in this process, even if silent, is essential. Commenting, sharing your experiences, pointing out doubts or perceptions, all of this transforms learning into something collective, creates a connection, and helps expand these revelations to more people who need to hear them. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content, because each comment is a way to keep the conversation alive, to stimulate insights that might never arise on their own. So, if something you're hearing now resonated with you, if you've had similar experiences, or if you're simply curious to explore these possibilities, comment below. I'm on this journey too. Now, I want to delve even deeper into this subject. Because understanding why these opportunities actually work completely changes how you view online money, and more than that, transforms your mindset about financial growth. The hidden truth that almost no one tells you is that these sites pay in dollars, not by miracle or luck, but because there is a real and constant demand on the other side. International companies need people to perform simple tasks, review content, test products, or even share opinions. And the most interesting thing is that these opportunities don't depend on you having advanced experience or complex skills, but rather on your willingness to act and learn behind the scenes. The impact of this goes far beyond simply receiving dollars in your account. Every action you take on these sites builds a learning journey and creates a silent transformation in how you think about money. It's a cumulative effect. With each decision, each test, each small victory, you begin to see patterns that most people ignore. You discover how global systems work, how the market values certain skills, and how you can strategically allocate your time and effort. This is more than just making money. It's training your mind to identify opportunities and make decisions that truly matter. And here's a point that many underestimate. While many people are stuck in theory, consuming content, and waiting for the perfect opportunity, others are exploring these platforms, adjusting their strategies, and leveraging the results to generate real impact. The difference lies in mindset. Consistent action behind the scenes is what transforms knowledge into results. And it is precisely this practice that creates not only extra income, but a journey of personal and financial growth that few people know about. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. Because each comment, each reflection or insight shared helps keep the conversation alive, allows more people to discover these hidden truths, and inspires others to act as well. So, if you feel this makes sense to you, comment below. This makes sense to me. I want to delve even deeper into this subject. And to do that, let's start with something simple, quick, and accessible to anyone. The first type of website that can actually put dollars in your account without requiring experience or initial investment. Often, people spend weeks searching for the perfect opportunity and end up ignoring what's within reach right now, in the most basic and straightforward tasks. The impact of these platforms may seem small at first, but it's precisely this ease that creates a transformative effect. Each completed microtask, each review or test done, isn't just money coming in, it's learning, it's building discipline, it's your mindset adjusting to see value where most people don't. The beauty of this type of website lies behind the scenes. While many see it as just a simple task, those who understand the game realize there's a strategic logic behind it. You're connecting your time to a global demand, understanding consumption patterns, interacting with international systems, and creating a routine of consistent results. It's a small decision today that, repeated consistently, generates concrete transformation in your perception of opportunities and your ability to make smart financial decisions. And the most interesting thing is, this is the gateway to something bigger. Once you experience how these simple tasks work, you begin to understand the structure behind other opportunities, the difference between effort and impact, and the value of acting behind the scenes before chasing complex methods. The feeling of starting something that yields immediate results, even if small, creates real motivation and opens up space to expand into more strategic actions, increasing financial and personal impact. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content, because each insight shared, each reflection in the comments, helps create a community that learns together and discovers these hidden truths. So, if you feel this makes sense, comment below. I'm on this journey too. Now I want to delve even deeper into this subject. And let's talk about something that has a much greater potential to transform not only your income, but also your mindset about online opportunities. Unlike the first site, which was quick and immediate, here we are dealing with platforms that allow you to truly scale your results, leveraging skills you may not even realize you already possess. It's on this type of site that the decisions you make begin to generate real impact. Small actions translate into consistent results, and the cumulative effect is powerful. You begin to understand that making money online isn't about luck. It's about strategy, repetition, and perceived value. What many don't tell you is that on these sites, you're not just doing isolated tasks, you're embarking on a journey that teaches you about global demand, market behavior, and how to intelligently structure your time. Each completed activity, each deliverable, each piece of feedback received is a step that builds experience, discipline, and strategic vision. The transformation that happens here goes beyond the financial. You begin to perceive patterns, differentiate real opportunities from illusions, and make more assertive decisions, which affects all other aspects of your life. The impact of this step is enormous because, while many limit themselves to simple and quick methods, those who explore this type of platform manage to build something solid. It's as if you have access to behind-the-scenes aspects that most never see. You understand how international companies value certain skills, how to measure effort versus results, and, most importantly, how to put small, repeated actions to work in your favor. The feeling of seeing your effort translate into real dollars creates not only motivation but also a growth mindset that can be applied to any future project. And this is where the importance of actively engaging with these discoveries comes in. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content, because each comment, reflection, or insight shared helps expand these hidden truths, allowing more people to understand the real value of these opportunities. So, if you're realizing how this can transform the way you view money and the decisions you make, comment below. This makes sense to me. I want to delve even deeper into this subject. And this is where we enter the site that many consider the odd one out, the one nobody talks about, but which holds a unique opportunity for those with the curiosity and courage to explore. Unlike the previous sites, this one isn't about quick tasks or simple micro-actions. It works in a way few imagine, connecting knowledge you already possess with real demand in international markets. The great transformation happens when you realize that common skills, often overlooked in daily life, can generate concrete results and dollars in. The impact on your mindset is enormous. You begin to see value where nobody else looks, and suddenly, opportunities that seemed invisible become tangible. The power of this type of website lies behind the scenes. While many people see the internet as a place full of empty promises, those who understand the game realize that there is a strategic system at work, ready to be exploited. Each action, each test, each small delivery is more than just a way to make money. It's an opportunity for learning, evolution, and building discipline. This is where the growth mindset truly manifests itself, because you realize that the difference between those who only consume content and those who generate results lies in the consistent decisions made daily. And what's most fascinating is that this site encourages exactly that. Small strategic actions that transform into accumulated learning, generating both financial and personal impact. You begin to understand patterns, measure effort versus results, and perceive the true dynamics of online money, how it circulates, who values it, and how you can position yourself intelligently. Each step you take here is not isolated. It's part of a larger journey, a journey that connects simple decisions to surprising results. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. Because each comment, each insight or reflection shared helps to expand these hidden truths and inspires other people to explore these opportunities consciously. So, if you feel that this different approach can transform your view on making money online, comment below. I'm on this journey too. I want to delve even deeper into this subject, because this is where many people stumble without realizing it. The truth is, it's not a lack of opportunity that prevents someone from earning dollars online, but rather certain silent mistakes that are repeated behind the scenes. People enter these sites, see simple tasks, promises of quick earnings, and think that all they have to do is click, do anything, and wait for the money to fall. But the reality is very different. Consistency, strategy, and understanding the value of each action are fundamental. Ignoring these details transforms potential into frustration, and that's exactly why so many give up before even seeing real results. Many people don't realize that each platform has its own rhythm, a logic behind rewards and payments, and trying to apply generic methods that worked for others almost always leads to failure. Others believe that you need to be an expert or have advanced skills, when, in fact, a growth mindset and a willingness to learn and test are already more valuable than any technical knowledge. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in the decisions made every day, from how you organize your time to how you interpret signs of opportunity and adjust your actions. And it is precisely at this point that the transformation occurs. When you begin to understand these patterns and avoid common mistakes, everything changes. Each decision ceases to be just an attempt and becomes a strategic move, building real impact and concrete results in dollars. You begin to perceive the hidden truth about how online money works. It's not magic, but it rewards those who act with intelligence, observation, and consistency. With each step, you are training your mind to recognize opportunities and maximize impact, and this is a skill that applies far beyond the platform itself. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. Because when you share insights, questions, or experiences, you help create a space for collective learning, where everyone can evolve and discover paths that previously seemed invisible. So, if you've noticed any of these mistakes happening in your own journey, comment below. Does this make sense to me? Now, I want to delve even deeper into this subject. Because this is where the real turning point happens. The mindset that separates those who only dream of making money online from those who actually transform these opportunities into concrete results. Many people get stuck on the idea that you need luck, extraordinary talent, or miraculous lotteries to earn in dollars, when the hidden truth is quite different. What really matters is understanding how small strategic decisions, repeated consistently, have a huge cumulative effect. It is in this perception that the transformation happens when you realize that each action, however small it may seem, directly contributes to tangible results and impacts how you see opportunities. This mindset shift isn't just about money. It's about understanding patterns, anticipating moves, and acting intelligently behind the scenes. Those who master this begin to see the online world as a space full of hidden possibilities, instead of obstacles or empty promises. Each completed task, each explored website, each tested strategy becomes a learning experience that strengthens their decision-making capacity. And it is this strategic consistency that generates real impact, creating not only financial gains but also growing confidence in their own journey. The effect of this is profound. You stop merely reacting to opportunities and start creating them, seeing possibilities that most ignore, and putting into practice decisions that generate results. This mindset transforms not only your relationship with money, but also your vision of growth, learning, and personal evolution. Every intelligent choice, even a small one, builds a solid foundation that you can use in any other project or challenge. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. Because when you share your perceptions, doubts, or insights, you help expand this mindset and inspire others to also seek these revelations. So, if you feel that this change of perspective can really make a difference in your journey, comment below. I'm on this journey too. I want to delve even deeper into this subject. Because when you put together everything we've seen so far, you start to notice a clear pattern that many people ignore. It's not just about finding little-known websites that pay in dollars, but about understanding the mechanism behind it all. There's a silent logic happening behind the scenes. Companies need solutions. Ordinary people have time and skills, and the internet connects these 2 points directly. The transformation happens when you stop seeing this as something distant and start to see it as a real opportunity within your own journey. The impact of this insight is powerful. You move from a state of doubt to a state of conscious action. Each website presented is not just an isolated tool, but part of a larger system that rewards those who consistently make simple decisions. And here's the hidden truth. It's not about doing a lot, it's about doing the basics the right way, repeatedly. That's what builds results. That's what creates growth, and that's what completely changes how you approach online money. When you understand this, everything changes. You begin to realize that you don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to master everything before you start. The journey is built on movement, on small attempts, on the adjustments you make along the way. And the more involved you become, the more clarity you gain about what works, about what is worthwhile, and especially about your own potential. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow and reach more people with this type of content. Because each comment strengthens this exchange and helps others see these revelations more clearly. So, if all this has started to change the way you see these opportunities, comment below. This makes sense to me. because there's an essential detail that still needs to be understood for you to truly transform this into results. But, Esand, since you've made it this far, you've realized that this isn't just about websites. It's about seeing opportunities in a different way. It's about starting to act with more clarity, making better decisions, and building something that can truly grow over time. If this type of content resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel, because the idea here is precisely to continue bringing this kind of perspective, simple, practical, and applicable to help you evolve not only in making money online, but in the way you think about growth. And Piso, I know you've stayed with me until the end of this journey. Comment below, I'm with you until the end. This helps keep this exchange alive and shows that this type of content is really reaching the right people. If at any point you felt this resonated with you, leave a like on the video. It's a simple way to show that this type of conversation makes sense. And it also helps this content reach more people who might be exactly at this point right now. And there's a video here that complements everything we've discussed. It delves even deeper into this idea and shows other ways that can accelerate this process. Click on it and continue reading. Leaf.